What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video. And today, we are going to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. So what's going on? Talk to me in the comments. Are you excited for Solo? Are you hyped? Trying to pull up my comments here because I can't see anything on my phone for some reason or another, and I don't know why. So let's see here. Come on, YouTube. Work with me here, YouTube. Okay, now we got the comments up. So, man, you guys are already in here. Loving it. Loving it. Roll Tide. That's what I'm talking about. Jeremy coming to us with another video. Let's see. Can't watch the stream today. Gotta work. Sorry, Corey, but you can obviously check in later. Appreciate it, bud. Go Buckeyes. No Thunder Kajat Kitten, even though you're always super chatting me, and I love you for that. No, go Buckeyes. It's Roll Tide. So, what's my opinion on Ocean's 8? I have, man, I'm checked out on all the Ocean's movies. I don't even know anything about them. I'm so checked out, so I couldn't even give you an answer. I think I saw the first one with Clooney and all those guys, but they didn't do a whole lot for me. So, we got some Go Gators in here. You know, guys, you know I'm loving the sports talk, but I'm not going to do the sports talk. Now, we're close to breaking 1,000 on our Sports Wars channel, and then I can start going live on Sports Wars. So if you want to talk sports, head on over to Sports Wars, shoot us a subscribe. We'll hit that 1,000 mark, and it'll open up a few options for us. So, do I watch any anime? No, I don't watch anime. We do have an anime team at Geeks and Gamers. We actually just created an anime YouTube channel. I'm kind of letting those guys develop their own following before I start plugging them, but we do have anime coverage at Geeks and Gamers. I don't cover it, though. So, let's see. I watched the first season, I believe, of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and it didn't click with me. I heard it got really good later on, but no, it didn't click with me. Do I watch WWE? I am a lifelong wrestling fan, but I gave up on WWE back around 2014, I think. You know, after Punk left and, you know, they started pushing Brock and Roman Reigns, I just finally had to check out. But I'm a lifelong wrestling fan. So let's see. Yes, I remember when WWE was WWF also. We got the Go Cavs from 15 Darcy. Yeah, the Cavs got their ass whipped the other night, but I fully expect LeBron to come back and bring it. 80s WWF was enough for me. I love me some 80s WWF. Soylo. Ivan Ortega, speaking of sports, do you like soccer? I'm not a soccer guy, but you'll all be happy to know that Anna, that Star Wars girl, and I are discussing her becoming part of Sports Wars to cover soccer for us at Geeks and Gamers. So looking forward to that. And Ivan, if you're into soccer, that's something you and I can talk about too, so you'll have to let me know. And thank you for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate that. Let's see. I am stoked for this Snake Eyes movie. Yes. Hell yes. I can't wait. I can't believe we're getting a Snake Eyes Solo film. I can't believe it. I'm so excited. I'm trying not to overthink it because chances are they're going to screw it up. But I'm going to be hoping for the best, and the kid in me that worshipped G.I. Joe is freaking out at the thought of a Snake Eyes standalone movie. Where's my video? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Where's my video? That's the second person that said something. Love your videos. Thank you so much for that. Snake Eyes Soylo. I agree with that. Snake Eyes was your favorite G.I. Joe as a kid. Snake Eyes is definitely one of my favorites. Cobra Commander is my favorite G.I. Joe. Then Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, all those. So, 15 Darcy, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I do, Ivan. Do you watch the Champion League? I think that's probably directed at Ivan, so I'm gonna let Ivan handle that one. Thoughts on Venom? I've covered this a few times. I did react to the trailer. It looks pretty good. I'm a big Tom Hardy fan. Venom looks pretty good. I'm not overly hyped about it, but I'm definitely going to see it because Tom Hardy's in it. The lack of Spider-Man is going to be odd, but still definitely looking forward to it. Sergeant Slaughter was awesome. Sergeant Slaughter was beast. I had the Sergeant Slaughter in the Triple T when I was a kid, and I was just like, I'm the coolest guy ever. Let's see. Have I ever played Legacy of Kain? I think I tried the Legacy of Kain games back in the day. I believe what was on the PS1 or PS2, if I think. Just not, I liked it, but I never really fully got into it. God of War ending, your thoughts? I have not finished God of War. I'm several hours into it, but I have not finished it. Still trying to find the time. Let's see, there's my buddy Aaron. Are you buying your podcast network manager a Nintendo Mini? He probably deserves it. Aaron with Gaming with Geeks is a piece of shit, and he deserves nothing. You know I love you, Aaron. I don't play Overwatch. Tried Overwatch, didn't work for me. My daughter loves Overwatch, but it's just not my thing. I think it's, I respect it though, because a lot of people love Overwatch. Just didn't work for me. Let's see here. Gosh, so many. Am I not on I don't understand what y'all are saying with all this video stuff. We meant you are usually on camera. I am on camera, aren't I? I don't know. I'm so confused. Let's see. Greetings from Spain. We never miss any of your videos. If you were choosing an EU character to include in the new canon, who would be your choice? Revan, obviously. Revan's everybody's choice. But I would love to see Mara Jade outside of a Kathleen Kennedy regime. What I would love to see is them to reboot the entire SJW trilogy and bring Mara Jade and Luke into it. That would be amazing. Let's see here. I just see Soylo picture on my screen. Really? Huh. Does everybody else see me? Because I can see myself. So does everyone else see me? The sound is weak. Well, I do have this like air conditioning little small unit next to me that's probably drowning it out. Let's see. All right, so everybody else sees me. Okay, so I don't know if it's something you're in. The Soylo thing is my thumbnail. I don't know if it got froze, so you may want to back out and see if that happened. Well, Darth Bane's technically not an EU character anymore. He is canon, so because of the Clone Wars, so we can't count him as an EU character. All right, so everybody does see me. So, let's see. Rev and Ray. Well, pretty much everyone over Ray. Unless you work at Lucasfilm, then Ray over everyone else. So, would I collaborate with world-class bullshitters? Where the fuck did the damn comment go? Hang on. Let me go back to that. Would love a collab with world-class bullshitters, John Talks, Alex Becker, G&G Roundtable. Yeah, I mean, they invited me to do the High Council last week. I was unavailable to jump on there. I stay busy all the time, and I have no problem, man. I love world-class bullshitters. I commented on their latest video on Kathleen Kennedy. I thought it was an amazing video. Those guys do amazing work. So no, there's nothing but respect here. I'm always super busy. But yeah, if time permits, I would love to join those guys. We are working on setting up maybe like a Google Hangouts Live with me and Anna from that Star Wars girl. So we're working on that. So more to come at some point. Yeah, Alex Becker's cool. He's commented on a few of my videos. I like Alex Becker a lot. That dude's cool as hell. Miles. These comments just keep moving. I just saw Miles. He said, hey, what's up, Jeremy? Hey, what's up? Thunder Kajak Kitten, we need a rated R Sith Lord movie. I don't care which one. That would be amazing. Maybe more like a Netflix series, considering Disney has already shown that they will take Marvel and basically give us rated R Marvel content on Netflix, which I never thought would happen. So I think that's pretty awesome. Let's see here. Now y'all are just, let's see, have I seen, yes, I have seen the video where Rian Johnson talks about how he likes to have divisive movies. I think SC Reviews covered that, and I'm going to be covering that tomorrow. And so, yeah, I saw it, and yeah, that's not surprising. Rian Johnson's just a troll, and that's what he likes. So, let's see. Why does Kathleen Kennedy discriminate against American women? Kathleen Kennedy is a classic virtue signaler where she just she's more concerned with making you believe she is whatever she wants to portray than actually being that. So I just don't put any faith in anything the woman says. I think she is just a very bad person. And yeah, and I mean, it's just pathetic. So Jonathan Wilson, thank you for the super chat. Rusty Lion Wreck, Ahsoka Forever, thank you for the super chat. You damn right, Ahsoka is the best. There's no doubt about it. And it's crazy that Ahsoka is getting so much love within the fan community, and Disney just continues to just kind of not really acknowledge her, which I guess is probably a good thing right now, because the moment Kathleen Kennedy touches her, she's done. But luckily, Dave Filoni will not allow that. So, oh my God, Laser Pants Toy Junk, Fuck, Marry, Kill, Ethan, Freddie Prince, Ryan Johnson. That is so messed up. Holy shit, man. How am I supposed to answer that? Okay, so I'm gonna have to get rid of Ryan Johnson. Like, Ryan Johnson has to go, so we're eliminating him. I'm gonna have to, and this is in theory, because I don't go that way, but Freddie Prinze Jr. was a 90s heartthrob, so I'm gonna have to bang Freddie, and I'm gonna have to marry Ethan, because Ethan is my spirit animal. So, damn you for that fucked up question. Oh my God. What's up, Anna? Let's see. Let's see. Oh man. You'll pay for my tickets to see Solo. It's not about that. I can get in for free at this point for Solo. It's more about the principle of the matter. I just will not go see it on principle alone, because it doesn't matter if it's good or not. That's not the point of the movie. So me coming back to you and telling you if the movie is good is irrelevant. It's about sending a message. It's like the Joker in The Dark Knight. It's about sending a message, and the message is more important than anything else. Do I want to see Solo? Absolutely. Not like, oh, I'm not like over the moon about going to see it. It's not like anything that I'm really hyped, but yeah, I would love to see it, but the principle is more important right now, and that's where I am. That's where I'm dying on that hill right there. So we shall see. Will the future of film be taken over by SJWs? You know, this is a very important time we're in, because of the situation with Star Wars. If Solo is a success and Episode 9 is a success, that's going to send a message to Hollywood to go, we can survive by continuing to push our politics into movies, because Star Wars has survived it, and Star Wars is the standard that everything is measured by. So if Star Wars continues to succeed during this SJW nonsense, then we can all kiss the future of cinema goodbye. But if we can show Lucasfilm and Hollywood that we are sick of it, and even our beloved Star Wars, we will not support it if you continue to shove your politics into it, your SJW politics, then we can send a message. That's why this is so important right now. So, yeah. All right, Brown Stains, what kind of name is that? Let me catch my son using a BB-8 Bluetooth speaker. Let's see. Jeremy, what will happen at the next Star Wars Celebration? Will people riot it? You know, it's going to be interesting, because, you know, again, man, Kathleen Kennedy has been in the forefront of all of the marketing for every film. She's been at the forefront of all the Star Wars celebrations, and she has completely disappeared from the public eye for the most part. She's not doing any real marketing for Solo. And so it really makes me interested, how are they going to handle Star Wars Celebration next year? It's clear they understand that there is a massive resistance within the fan community. And so what I'm thinking is they're laying back, and they want to see how Solo is going to perform. And if Solo comes out of the gate and does 170 million or whatever it's going to do, or they claim it's going to do, then pretty much we're going to continue to see more of the same. And Kathleen Kennedy will gain her confidence back, and she will start being back out front again. So I think they're just really waiting to see what happens. So, yeah. It's crazy. All right. Gaylord Booty Shorts, thoughts on Rage 2 gameplay trailer. I have not seen it yet. Multiple people have asked me about it, so I will check it out and I will get back to you guys. My apologies for not being caught up on that. I'm really excited for the Mario Tennis announcement that we got today, just because Nintendo is amazing and I love Nintendo, and we're going to be able to play the Mario Tennis game, I believe at the 1st of next month. It's going to be like a pre-launch tournament, so it's going to be amazing. All right, let's see, trying to read through some of these. Who do you think the cameo appearance is in Solo? I already know who the cameo appearance is. I'm not saying it on live because I respect the fact that people want to go into this movie blindly, and I'm not trying to ruin the experience for anyone. I do have a 3DS. I hardly ever play my 3DS. I've said this before. I'm not a big mobile gamer. I like to sit in front of my TV and play my console directly on my TV. The exception is the Switch. I will take the Switch with me occasionally to play some Mario Kart on the road or something like that, but generally I like to sit in front of my TV and play my games on my TV. Let's see. Boycotting Solo this weekend. Super Soylo Bros. Let's see here. Yeah, some of these comments are being held for because YouTube is holding these comments up. Star Wars Agent wants to know if I'm gay. Well, sorry to disappoint you, Star Wars Agent, but I am not, and your hopes and dreams of having me are doomed and gloomed. By the way, this guy always is trolling my comments because he's so butthurt that I have an opinion that differs from him. He's been doing this for months, so let's see here. Deadpool and Solo going head-to-head this weekend. Place your bets, folks. Well, they're not going head-to-head because, what is it? Deadpool opens a week early, so they're not going head-to-head, so it's going to be a little bit different than that. So, do you think Marvel will go full SJW with Star Wars comics? Again, it's really a lot has to do with what's going to happen moving forward. Jeremy, what is your... Hang on. God dang it, I can't keep up. Jeremy, what's your stance on CG versus practical effects in Star Wars from the prequels to the new films? What do you prefer and why? I massively prefer practical effects. Now, of course, I am, a prequel defender, but like one thing I say is, my favorite film of all time is Interstellar. I've talked about this a few times, and for multiple reasons, but one of the reasons I love Interstellar is the practical effects that Nolan refused to use CG, if at all possible, and that's why I love Nolan, because he will go out of his way to not use CG. So I definitely prefer practical effects. One of my problems, as someone that really loved The Force Awakens, they did a lot of practical effects in The Force Awakens, and it bothered me that Maz Kanata was a CG character within all of these practical effect characters. It really was like, it really felt weird, and I didn't understand why they didn't just make Maz Kanata a practical effect character. It didn't make a lot of sense to me. But it's not even close. Practical over CG. Alright, let's see. More super chats. Let me go back. Man, these comments are just coming fast. So, let's see. Don't feed the trolls, Jeremy. Yeah, I feed them every now and then just because I like to just destroy their hopes and dreams. It's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy their tears. Why didn't Lucas sell to Fox? He deserves blame too. I mean, he definitely does deserve some blame. He's the one that handed it to Kathleen Kennedy. And again, that's why I had so much faith in Kathleen Kennedy to begin with, because George trusted her. And George was so happy to just hand Star Wars over to her. So I had complete faith in this woman to begin with. And I even remember there were early talks, very early now, don't get me wrong, these were very early talks on a lot of like Walt Disney World podcasts that I listened to. And on the podcasts for Walt Disney World and Disney Parks, there's always discussion of who's going to replace Bob Iger, because and how will that impact the parks. And Kathleen Kennedy's name was very subtly mentioned a few times as someone that could potentially take over Disney as the CEO. That's not going to happen at this point, thank God. But that's how good of a position this woman was in at one point. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Watched Return of the Jedi last night. The ending seems so empty. Really? Oh, because of... Okay, my bad. I was about to say, in isolation, no. But I 100% understand that. Yeah, it does change your perception of these wonderful endings in the original trilogy. Everything that we have gotten in this SJW trilogy. I 100% agree with you on that. Let's see... Even think George felt betrayed. Yeah, I think George has felt betrayed now. There's no doubt. But he'll never say it publicly at all. Luca Johnson, I have watched that Kenobi video. I appreciate it, and I did it specifically because you mentioned it. It's about a 10-minute video. And so I was going to do a reaction to it, but being a 10-minute video, I don't know if that's going to be an entertaining reaction for me to just sit and watch 10 minutes of something. But I did watch it, and I did enjoy it. So thank you for the recommendation. Yeah, if Kathleen Kennedy takes over Disney, I will sure... Yeah, it won't happen. I'm very confident in that now. And the other thing too, like I've said to you guys, you know, as someone that follows Disney parks and Disney in general, because I'm a Disney fan, especially Walt Disney World, Bob Iger is very aware of his legacy. He's very aware of it. And Star Wars can define his legacy. And so if things start looking bad, because I think Iger is scheduled to officially retire in 2019 after they launch Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Walt Disney World and Disneyland. And Bob Iger does not want that to be a situation where the launch is perceived in a negative light by any stretch of the imagination. So he is going to do what he needs to do to get Star Wars right if they start seeing a decline at the box office. So that's why Solo is very important. So we shall see what happens. Let's see. Star Wars fanboy. Hey Jeremy, keep up with the videos. Love them. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for the super chat. Thunder Kajak Kitten. Ever seen the Mall Apprentice fanfic? Very good. I have not, but I will definitely check that out. I really appreciate when you guys give me recommendations to check things out. Let's see here. What do I think of the new Star Wars series without Jedis and the Force? I mean, are you talking about... Am I misunderstanding? I don't know exactly what you're talking about. You'll have to be a little more specific. Greetings from France. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. As pooped by Anakin Skywalker. If Kathleen Kennedy came out and said said the new travesty was a mistake, what reaction do you think would the new travesty fans have to say? That's a great question, actually. If Kathleen Kennedy publicly came out and said, which she won't, let's establish that. If Kathleen Kennedy publicly came out and said that the new SJW trilogy was a travesty, what do I think the fans would say to her? I think she's lost all credibility to have any opinion whatsoever. At least she has for me. Again, as someone that supported her, as someone that thought highly of her after George handed the reins over to her, she has lost she's lost all credibility with me. Literally nothing this woman can say I'm going to believe or buy. So that's just me speaking. That's just me speaking on my account, because really what it'll come down to is if she ever said that, to me it would feel like she knows that her bank account and her job is at risk, and so she's going to come out and pander and say whatever she can just to get things turned around so her bank account and her job is not at risk. That's how I would perceive it, because her true colors are already on record. So that's how I would say it. So the woman has zero credibility with me, and I don't think she can ever get it back. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Can we group together with torches and pitchforks and raid Lucasfilm? We could take Star Wars back for the fans. I personally would not recommend that. That would not be productive. I think that would only end in something bad happening and ultimately make the fans look bad, because you cannot control that many people in a setting. Is Snoke in gold ropes because he is supposed to be Donald Trump? I never picked up on that. I always thought of Austin Powers and Goldmember when I saw Snoke in the gold robe. So I don't think so, but it's clear that everybody at Lucasfilm hates Donald Trump. They never take a break to let us know this. So, if you're going to see Solo, wait till the second or third weekend. Yeah, I mean that's a good policy. I'm not going to see it at all, but I am going to see Avengers: Infinity War when I go to the cinema on the day Solo releases. I'm going to see Infinity War just for the hell of it. I have not seen Uncle Ethan in the Rose Tico wig yet. I saw him tweet about that, but I haven't seen it yet. Oh man, he's a trip, man. I swear. Yeah, I know, guys. Like I said, you're just gonna have to give me this, because, like I said, it doesn't matter if Solo is good. That's irrelevant. So me giving any type of review, even if it's honest and straight to the point and gives you the facts of how it needs to be without any pandering, that is irrelevant to the bigger picture. The bigger picture is a message has to be sent, and so that's why I'm sticking to my guns and I'm not seeing this movie, even if I want to see the movie. There's a bigger picture in mind, and so for that reason, that's why I am not seeing the movie. And it's all about the principle of the matter at this point. So, let's see. Comments are coming in so fast I can't keep up. Are you going to E3? No, I'm not going to E3. I would like to go to E3, but we're not in a position to get press credentials yet for something as big as E3. What do you think about the new leak about DICE and Battlefield 2? Battlefront 2? I don't know. I haven't seen that. Jeremy, I'm a huge fan, and send a hello from Mexico. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that. 15 Darcy, collab between you and Ethan for videos. Yes, that will probably happen at some point. Ethan and I are cool. Let's see. Was Geeks and Gamers at PAX East? No, I don't believe we were. We haven't. We've kind of taken a break from conventions. We have gotten several press passes for several conventions across the world. We've been to Canada, we've been to the UK, we've been to USA, but we've taken a break with that lately. So let's see. Yo, in my opinion, one of the biggest misses with The Last Jedi was that we never got to see Luke wielding pre-style Force Mastery lightsaber combat. Yeah, that's one of the many big misses, and thank you for the super chat. That's one of the many big misses with The Last Jedi. The fact that we just don't get to see Luke in his top form as the Jedi Master is extremely disappointing. So let's see. Tonight I will not be on the High Council because I will be busy tonight. I have plans. Let's see. Ahsoka was a nobody and amazing. Rey's parentage is a joke. I'll be putting it to shame soon. Yeah, I mean, that's true. It's all about development of a character. Develop the character. Nobody was told they had to like Ahsoka when she first came onto the scene. And very few people did like Ahsoka. But she earned the audience's respect through storytelling and character arcs. And that is how you develop a character. But in Rey's situation, we as the audience, we are told we're supposed to like Rey. You have to like Rey. And if you don't like Rey, you're a sexist. That's the Disney approach to Rey. And this is why it's bullshit. So, you unsubscribe to Collider. Are they already praising Solo? I don't know. I don't watch Collider that much anymore. All I know is the one person I still listen to at Collider is Christian. And Christian said he was disappointed with Solo. So, non-boycotters buy Avengers tickets and sneak into Solo. Let's see here. I don't know if episode 9 can be saved, nor do I really care. Yeah, that's kind of at the point where I'm at. It's like I just don't care anymore. Sadly enough, I just don't care. Let's see here. Can't believe I got to play for another 18 months just to find out if I can stop. Yeah, that's the sad reality of where we are right now. Very sad reality. Is the sound still okay? Because I have this little, AC unit next to me. I hope it's not drowning out the sound. So just let me know if that's a problem. So let's see. What do I think of reviewers like Nostalgia Critic? I have never been a Nostalgia Critic fan. I respect him, though. I mean, the dude has a massive following. He's huge. There's just something about him that just rubs me the wrong way. But it's his character. And so, yeah. But I respect the hell out of dude. And no hate coming from me. Just personal preference. Not my cup of tea, for sure. Matt Ellis, is there anyone in Kennedy's camp who would do a better job at the helm? I wouldn't call this Kennedy's camp, but Dave Filoni. And go Vols. I respect that, sir, but it's Roll Tide is what it is. And thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. And join Sports Wars. Join our Sports Wars YouTube channel. Get us over 1,000 subs so I can talk sports over there, because everybody over here wants to kick my ass when I talk sports. Let's see here. Man, there's so many. Yes, I did see World Class Bullshitter's new Star Wars video about the Wall Street Journal and Star Wars. I commented on it. So, yes, I did. Nothing will be more entertaining than Alex Jones versus Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro would annihilate Alex Jones because nobody can out-debate Ben Shapiro. I would never... Matt Ellis, thank you so much for the subscription to Sports Wars, but Shapiro, I would never debate Shapiro. Even if it was something I knew far more than him about, I would never debate Shapiro because he would destroy me. That dude is a master at debating and a master with annihilating people with words. So Russell Brown said, oh my god, I hated Ahsoka, I fucking hated Snips, but you know what, she earned my respect and I love her now and I miss her. Exactly, that's exactly how it should go, and that's why she is such a revered character at this point. So, well, Shapiro, I'm trying not to get way too deep into politics here. Shapiro is not a never Trumper because Shapiro has really praised Shapiro. He's praised Trump a lot lately. And so while I know he was against Trump, and that's fine. I know that's fine. There's nothing wrong with being against anybody. But Shapiro's the dude. Shapiro is a debater. He will kill anybody in a debate. So I'm sorry. That's just that's how I see it. So let's see. All right, let's get away from politics because the viewership will start diving big time if we stay on that. But I am relaunching my personal channel, D-Day Cobra, and that over there, I'll talk about anything and everything. I won't be, which I'm not really buttoned up over here on the Geeks and Gamers channel, but this is my company, and I do have to think about things that I say sometimes. So, no one is vacuuming. I have a small little air unit next to me. If it's making this stream sound bad, let me know. But it's kind of warm in this room. So no, I don't watch WWE anymore. I used to watch. I've been a lifelong wrestling fan, but not anymore. What do I think of Rebels? I really liked Rebels. I really liked it. It's not as consistent as the Clone Wars, but the high points in Rebels are incredibly high. And so just it doesn't have the consistency is my only issue there. Let's see. Man, I'm getting different reactions from you guys. So some people are saying it's noisy, some saying it's not. Let me move it down a little bit. Let me see if I can move it, because it is hot in here. And if I don't keep this fan on, I'm not going to be able to stay on this live stream that long, because my air conditioning unit is turned off because it's really loud. So let's see. Will I run the streets naked if Kennedy gets fired? No, but I will be happy. I will be happy as hell. So let's see. Yeah, well, this isn't my basement. It's a build-on room to my house. And so, yeah, so the central air does not actually apply to this room. So I have a window unit in here. And if I turned my window unit on, you guys would not be able to hear me. So, let's see here. Do you think Star Wars will heal once Kathleen is gone? Well, I think that's you cut the head off the snake, obviously, but she has poisoned the entire culture of Lucasfilm so badly that I think it's going to take a little more time. So even when she's gone, it's still going to take a little time to get everything situated. So let's see here. Can we summon Thanos to remove Kathleen Kennedy from Star Wars? I would love to see that. That would be amazing. So that's true. A snake still moves after you cut the head off. That is true. Let's see. Lay another beating on Kennedy. I will at some point. World Class Bullshitters did a great job of that, though. So go check out their latest video. It was amazing. So enjoy, and everyone stop your chats. I'm trying to hook up with Cat. What? No, you don't want to do that. Don't do it. What? Let's see. Let's see. Are you a fan of Game of Thrones? Yes, I am a massive fan of Game of Thrones. I love Game of Thrones. I can't wait for the final season. So, and I was a late bloomer to Game of Thrones. Can I explain what Soylo stands for? I can't seem to find the answer. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, what I think it means is a play on the term soy boy, who's basically a beta male, someone who's not very masculine. And so this version of Solo is more like a beta version of the real Han Solo, because Harrison Ford's Solo is an alpha male, and this is the Disney soy boy version. Am I explaining that correctly, guys? Is that the general way that it's explained? Let's see. Yes, I'm a fan of Westworld. I love the first season. My problem with Westworld right now is I can't stand week-to-week television. Week-to-week television, it just drives me crazy. I hate waiting, so I watched the first season of watched the first episode of season 2, and then I can't wait week to week, so I'm just gonna have to binge it once it's all caught up. That's my problem with it right now. No, Harrison Ford does not love the new Han Solo. Harrison Ford is playing ball because they wrote him a big fat paycheck. That's exactly why. So there's no way Harrison Ford loves this. Harrison Ford, there's absolutely no way. So Alex Jones should be the voice actor for Darth Vader. Oh my God, that would be awful and terrible at the same time. Maybe Ezra can go back in time and save Star Wars. Yeah, that's about the only hope we have. Have I watched Logan multiple times? I loved Logan. Logan is a fantastic film. One of the great comic book films ever. Let's see. It's not on my personal top 5, but it should be on everyone's short list of best comic book films ever. So there is a chance that certain characters will show up in Solo, but I am not going to address any of those rumors because I already know all of the rumors. I think OSU and Bama will square off in the playoffs. Bama, man, Bama's just looking good this year. You know, with Tua Tagovailoa at quarterback, Nick Saban's defense, Nick Saban's structure. Bama's in good shape this year. I can't wait for football season to start. But Alabama we're looking good. The top 3 favorite Marvel and DC heroes. So it's easy with DC. It's Superman, it's Batman, and then, you know, actually I guess it's not that easy with DC. So it's Superman and Batman for sure. 3 is something I would have to think about. And then when it comes to Marvel, it's Captain America, the Punisher, and then Moon Knight. So let's see. No, OSU is going to be solid this year. There's no doubt about it. OSU's always solid. So, yes, such an emotional end to Logan. A fantastic ending. And Hugh Jackman is one of the greats. So, let's see. Yes, I am tired of hearing about this new SJW droid too. Trust me on that. I'm very much into basketball. I'm an Orlando Magic fan, and I'm currently loving the NBA playoffs right now. Favorite Green Day song is Jesus of Suburbia and Macy's Day Parade. That's my 2 favorite Green Day songs. Yes, Moon Knight is awesome. I'm hoping we get a Moon Knight Netflix series at some point. Let's see. What did I like most about Cobra Kai? Man, that's hard to say because I loved every single aspect of Cobra Kai. But what I loved most was the fact that the filmmakers were so self-aware of the mythology and respecting the mythology as we, the viewer, saw it. And I've seen it twice all the way through now. I want to see it again. It's so damn good. So, favorite ride at Disney World. Oh boy, that's Capri's Crazy Corner. Okay, now you're opening the floodgates if you want me to start talking about Walt Disney World. Oof, man, that's a tough one. Right now, there's two rides that stand out for me. So every time I go to Walt Disney World, I have to do Splash Mountain and I have to do Space Mountain. Those are my two favorite rides. But my God, there are so many. I love the Aerosmith Rock and Roller Coaster. I love Toy Story Mania. I love the Expedition Everest. I love things like Living with the Land. I love Living with the Land. I don't like, it doesn't have to be a thrill ride for me. I like rides that are properly themed and give you a certain feel. But yeah, Space Mountain, the first time I rode Space Mountain as an adult, because I went when I was a kid, I don't remember it, and I'm in line to ride Space Mountain. And if you've never ridden Space Mountain at Walt Disney World, you can't see anything. It's a roller coaster inside of a building, and you can't see anything. And this guy was standing behind me, and he was telling me about a kid that got his head knocked off. Man, you want to talk about being paranoid. The whole time I rode that thing, I'm ducking every time we go. Like, I'm just paranoid, thinking my head's just going to get knocked off. Psychologically messed me up. It's a Small World. It's not really my thing. I ride it because it's got some charm to it, but it's, you know, it is what it is. I don't hate it by any means. I don't hate it by any means. Let's see. Any info on the new Indiana Jones movie? Not that I know of. Yeah, I don't have any new info on that. So, Johnny Lawrence is my favorite part, though, of Cobra Kai. I mean, if I had to think about one aspect of it, it's Johnny Lawrence and his anti-PC, anti-SJW stance on everything. So effing good. Let's see. Hey, Jeremy, heard you're a Pats fan. Keep up the amazing work. By the way, 2002 Tuck Rule game, never forget Raider Nation. It was a fumble. That's NorCal. Thank you very much for that. And, I mean, how can I forget the Tuck Rule game? Raider fans will not let that one go. And so, yeah, there's no way to forget that. So I have no defense. I can't hate, but even with that Tuck Rule game, it still could have been a situation where it was a flash in a pan. But Brady continued to be Brady and just destroyed the league for the next 15 years. So, Broncos used to rule. I used to love the Broncos back when Bobby Humphrey played for them. That's how old I am. But Bobby Humphrey was a great running back at the University of Alabama. And so I followed them for the few years Bobby Humphrey was there. They went to the Super Bowl. They lost in the Super Bowl. And so, yeah. All right. No apologies necessary. I have seen about 5 or 6 episodes of Gotham, and it didn't click with me, so I stopped watching it. I heard it got good in later seasons, but I just couldn't. I couldn't do anything with Gotham. So, let's see. Everybody keeps telling me to watch Altered Carbon. So, that's with, what's his name? Dude from the new, RoboCop, right? Is it Joel? Not Joel Edgerton. What's his name? He was in Suicide Squad. He was in House of Cards. I can't remember. I don't really read the Star Wars comics, so I don't have enough knowledge on that. So I would like to, though. Let's see. Altered Carbine. No, it's Carbon. Thoughts on the Rage 2 reveal? I've been asked about that. I haven't seen it yet. In Tico we trust. So about this new Lion King movie. Look, anything with Beyonce attached to it, I'm automatically not interested. I clearly love, Joel Kinnaman, that's it. But anything with Beyonce attached to it, I just have no desire to see it. It's just, yeah, but I mean, it is The Lion King, and I love The Lion King. The Lion King's a fantastic film, but I'm not that psyched about it. So, let's see here. You should make a crossover with diversity in comics to read the Marvel SJW comics. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that when I get time. So, let's see. Have I ever played the Obi-Wan? What would you... wait. Man, I can't... The comments just keep moving. All right. Let me center here. All right, I'm going to back up a little bit. Because I can't... I need to slow this chat down a little bit. Have you ever played the Obi-Wan for the original Xbox? No. Police Academy is amazing. Let's see. Shout out to Jawbreakers, the SJWs. Who would win? I don't know either. I don't know enough about either one of those characters. Fire, KTN. Those are, you know, I'm not an EU expert or a comic expert, so I can't give an educated answer. Think the new Boba Fett movie will ever be made? Honestly, I don't know. I really don't. So it's hard for me to it's hard for me to make that prediction because there's going to be so much uncertainty moving forward with Star Wars. My PC monitor is flipping out. Is it? What's wrong with my PC monitor? I don't see anything wrong with it. Let's see. Hans Zimmer is one of the best film composers. Absolutely. Hans Zimmer is amazing. Let's see here. Do I play PUBG? I don't. I would like to play PUBG. Thoughts on the new G.I. Joe movie? I'm freaking excited. I'm super hyped for that because of the fact that I'm a big G.I. Joe fan and I want to see Snake Eyes have his own movie. And I want to see it succeed because I want to see more G.I. Joe movies in the future. Even as someone that loves G.I. Joe and did not really love the movies they gave us, I was at least happy that we had G.I. Joe movies and I wanted them to be more successful. So, let's see. When reading comments, could you please read the full comment? It's hard to understand the context sometimes without it. Yes, sir. Thank you for the recommendation. I appreciate that, and I will work on that. It's so hard, though. There's so many comments coming in, and I'm trying to get to so many. So, but I do completely understand that as a criticism, so I will just read the entire comment a little better so you all you have more context. So, thank you for the recommendation. Let's see here. If you could speak to Kathleen Kennedy face-to-face, what would you say? I would challenge her on all of the things that she said. The Force is female. Her comments about Luke Skywalker. The fact that why do her employees continue to attack fans online? Why do her executives make stupid claims like we need less men working in the visual effects industry? I would challenge her on all of the offensive and disrespectful things that a lot of her employees and herself have said, and I would love to get her response to that. That's what I would do. So, let's see here. Could you give her some advice with YouTube Live? A lot of people took that. Block those dumb kids. Could give you some advice with YouTube Live. I have no idea what you're talking about, Catherine. I apologize for not understanding what you're meaning. So, I had a lot of G.I. Joe figures and vehicles back in the 1980s. Great times. You and me both. You and me both. I worshipped G.I. Joe when I was a kid. I loved how you could take them apart. You could interchange their body parts. The rubber band would break in the middle. Loved G.I. Joe. Those are still the best toys ever in my opinion. So, let's see here. Let's see. Oh, if there's a Moon Knight Netflix, who would you cast as Mark? Ooh, that's a tough one, man. Wow. That is extremely hard. I'm gonna have to think about that one for a minute. Who do you, who do you think's more successful, Warner Brothers or Disney? Can't wait to get the Force is gender neutral shirt. Yeah, I'm not sure when those are going to, ship, but I can't wait for you to get them. Who's more successful? Disney, and Disney is not even close. It's not even close. So, let's see here. All right, let me go back. I got too much going on here. There's too many windows open. You know, the bad thing is the person I would cast as Mark Spector has already been cast in a Marvel series, and that's Jon Bernthal. And I think Jon Bernthal is just an incredible Punisher. Jon Bernthal is one of my favorite actors. What he did on The Walking Dead as Shane was incredible, and so that would be my choice. But clearly, we're not going to get that. Maybe Jon Hamm. I think Jon Hamm would be pretty damn cool. What do you think about that? Jon Hamm would be pretty badass. So, let's see. Not sure if you have kids, but would you let them go see Solo? My daughter can go and see anything she wants as long as it's not, you know, something that's rated R or something like that. So, still watching Westworld. Last Sunday was amazing. I am not watching it currently because, like I've said a few times, I can't stand week-to-week television, so waiting every week drives me crazy. So I'm recording all of these episodes, and I am going to binge it once it's all caught up, because I just can't deal with the week-to-week stuff. Netflix has absolutely ruined me. Let's see here. Yeah, Jon Hamm would probably be. I think that's the best choice outside of, since Jon Bernthal is already cast in a Marvel Netflix series. I would love to see Jon Hamm. I have played the Jedi Knight video games and I enjoyed them. They're not my favorite, but they're really good. What new character do you like the most from the new Star Wars? Easily Kylo Ren. Easily. I love the Kylo Ren. I love the Kylo Ren in The Force Awakens. So, okay. I'm talking about Anna, that Star Wars girl. Some people bother her on her YouTube stream yesterday. I wrote, if you have any advice against those trolls who wanted to bother her yesterday. I watched a lot of her live stream, and so I talked to her last night on the phone. I would like to get some more context to that, but, you know, if you assholes were actually bothering Anna, like, shut the fuck up and back up off her, if that's the case. But I've already had long discussions with Anna about a lot of things. I've told Anna that I think that if she continues to produce consistent content on YouTube, that she has a chance to be a YouTube star. And so I think a lot of her, and I'm working with her to give her as much advice as I can. And so, yeah, she and I are talking a lot, though. So, all right, let's see. Best athlete ever. Okay, so that's that could be formed in a few different ways. I personally think, in terms of just greatest, without not bringing athletic ability into it, it's Michael Jordan and Tom Brady are the two greatest athletes I've ever witnessed in my lifetime. But when you want to talk about athletic ability along with accomplishment, it's got to be LeBron James. LeBron James is a freak. He's a freak. And you have to recognize that. So, yeah, no problem, Anna. You know I got your back. So, let's see. Star Wars fanboy, unpolitically correct anime, ghost stories dub. Do I play fantasy football? I do not. With the sports wars community that we have, people are asking me every effing day to play fantasy football, and I just don't have time. I don't have time, and I don't like watching games where I have to pull for players I don't like or pull against my team. So, let's see. Let me back up here. I keep losing these comments. Are there any objective hosts at Collider I would like to interview? I would love to talk to Christian. I've met Christian. I love Christian. I think a lot of Christian. I'm a big fan of him. So, let's see here. Best athlete, Tim Tebow. Look, I'm a huge Tim Tebow fan. Massive Tim Tebow fan. I think he got a bad deal as an Alabama fan. I hated Tim Tebow in college, but he is the best college football player I've ever seen in my life, and I'm a big college football fan. And then he did incredible things in the NFL. People just did not want him there for a lot of different reasons that I'm not going to get into. And now the dude's doing really well in baseball. Tim Tebow is a beast. Formula One favorite driver. So I can't really say I have a favorite driver in Formula One. I have followed Formula One loosely, very, very loosely. But I always enjoyed watching Michael Schumacher, and I've said this before, that everything that's happened with Michael Schumacher since his accident, his skiing accident, and the fact that his family has been so private about it, it's fascinating, it's tragic. It's hard to believe that the most accomplished, the most famous, the richest Formula One driver of all time is in that situation now. It's absolutely crazy. So, let's see. Do I enjoy hockey? I don't really watch hockey. Respect hockey, just don't watch it that much. Can you can slow the speed? Well, I mean I can, but it's. Can I even do that from my phone though? I'd have to go into my computer probably. I'll look into that for future chats. So Tim Tebow is an amazing charitable guy. Tim Tebow is an amazing human being. You don't have to like him, but he is a great dude. Bo Jackson. Oh yes, Bo Jackson in Tecmo Bowl, like probably the best video game character ever in the original Tecmo Bowl. Let's see. Well, yeah, I've shouted out Jon Talks Star Wars on this channel before. I like Jon. Jon's cool. Cool people. Why does Steel Wars hate me? You got to talk to Steel Wars about that. That dude hates my guts. So you guys got to ask him about that. He cannot stand me. So you got to ask him about that. I have no problem with him personally. I don't know much about him. I just know he can't stand me. I've seen him talk bad about me all over the place. So let's see. Jeremy, get a Tico wig and join EVS band. Oh man, you guys are a trip. Let's see. Best athlete in basketball that's not LeBron or Jordan. When and if Brady's retired, will you still? Who will be the player to keep an eye on? Let me reread that. Best athlete in basketball that's not LeBron or Jordan. And if and when Brady retires, who will be your player to watch and keep an eye on? So the second part is when Brady retires, I will be watching Tua Tagovailoa is how you say his name. He's the Alabama quarterback right now. He's from Hawaii. He was the top prospect in the country. He's incredible. He will be the guy to watch. So, and then as far as best athlete in basketball that's not LeBron or Jordan, holy shit. So are we talking best athlete or are we talking best player? Because my top five NBA players that I've seen is Jordan, LeBron, Magic, Bird, Olajuwon. That's my top five. So if we're excluding Jordan and LeBron and we're talking about just best overall player, then Magic would be the next guy in line. From an athletic standpoint, I have no idea. I would have to think hard about that one. Let's see here. So many comments. Haters gonna hate. Well, that's true, and that's fine. They help bring more. They help bring more viewers to the channel, so that's fine. Let's see. Greatest NBA team within 5 years. I mean, you said rebuilding teams, but I don't know what you mean. I mean, I would still classify Boston as a rebuilding team, and I think Boston is going to be a potential dynasty over the next 5 years. So let's see. Daisy Ridley is such a bad actress. She's definitely not great. QAnon thoughts, Jeremy. I've vaguely researched some QAnon stuff. I think that's how you say it. Fascinating. That's all I'll say. Fascinating stuff. I don't know what to make of it, but it's fascinating as hell. So, let's see. Let's see. Them Fuzzy Monster says yawn. Well, if you're yawning, take a fucking nap. Get off this live stream, genius. Let's see. AVGN is the father of Angry Video Game Reviewers. Love that guy. Is that Angry Video Game Nerd? I think that's who that is. Ali is the athlete of the 20th century. I mean, I didn't watch Ali enough. I respect everything he accomplished, but I didn't watch him enough to have really a direct, opinion on him. But I obviously respect him. So, are you a fan of Angry Video Game Nerd and Nostalgia Critic? And are you aware of the controversy surrounding channel? Awesome. I'm not super familiar with Angry Video Game Nerd. And I said earlier that Nostalgia Critic, I've never liked him. But I respect him. All the respect in the world for the guy because he has created just a massive brand for himself and his character is incredible. I'm aware of these controversies surrounding channel Awesome, but I don't know enough about it to really give an educated answer, so that's why I really haven't really dove deep into that. So do I watch Brooklyn 99? I do not. But I'm not against it. I just haven't watched it. Bo Jackson is. I mean, look, no hate on Bo. I'm not hating on Bo. But LeBron is just ridiculous. LeBron is a stupid, ridiculous athlete, and I mean that in a complimentary way, even though I don't like him. Let's see. Rocky Marciano was a beast. Again, someone I didn't see, but I respect everything they've done. Let's see. Tyson, Ali, and Tyson is my hero. I mean, I saw Mike Tyson in his prime. Just insane. Insane. So, let's see. Jeremy, what if they have a dumb subplot with Rose again in episode 9? Well, if Ethan keeps buying her toys, we probably will. Let's see. Floyd Mayweather. Look, I've never been a Floyd fan. Respect him because he is a he is a marketing genius. So I have nothing but respect for him from that aspect, but I think he would get his ass whipped if he got in the ring with somebody like Roy Jones Jr. in his prime. Roy Jones Jr. would beat the shit out of Floyd Mayweather. If it was prime versus prime, it wouldn't even be close. So, who is Mike Zero? Mike Zero is a Star Wars YouTube channel, and a lot of people hate on him because that dude will post whatever, man. I have nothing but respect for Mike just because he don't give a... somebody said I should do this, so I'm gonna do it. Mike gives 0 Fs. That's Mike. I'm working through playing the KOTOR games right now. I never got around to them earlier in life, and I'm just now trying to... yeah, I am playing through them right now. The first one, as a matter of fact. Sooner or later, you're going to see a live stream on Battlefront. That's for sure. Yes, I promise. Just working on it. A lot that we're having to work on right now. Let's see here. Clint Eastwood directs Obi-Wan desert film. I would be 100% behind that. 100%. Oh my God. Let's see. Do you think Daisy will be as successful as Carrie and Natalie? You know, after The Force Awakens, I was extremely happy with Daisy Ridley's performance as Rey. And I thought there was so much potential for her moving forward. But they just continue... Like, this whole Last Jedi situation was so detrimental to the character and the potential possibilities that were given in The Force Awakens. And so, I don't think she stands a chance now. And it's not her fault. I mean, I don't think Daisy Ridley's a great actress by any stretch, but she's fine. She did a good job in The Force Awakens, in my opinion. So, let's see. Witcher 3, did you play it or not? Your climate, thank you for the super chat. I did not play The Witcher 3. I've heard great things about it, but I did not play it. And there's no reason why. It's really, again, when you are a parent and your husband and you run this big community and you're always dealing with stuff. I'm the type of gamer that if I want to play a game that's narrative driven, story driven, I really want to just sit and play it and enjoy it and not have to look at my phone every 5 seconds, because I think that takes away from the experience. So that's why I don't get to play a lot of these games like I used to. And, you know, it sucks, but it's life. So not a big deal. Let's see, and we will live stream, I promise. I'm working on getting some live streaming consistently on this channel. So there's a lot. We're working on restructuring our Patreon account, our rewards, everything. Since this YouTube channel has gotten so much prominence in the last few months, our search numbers for the website, our analytics have went up. We're doing a lot of SEO stuff on the website. We are working on so many different things. So again, Geeks and Gamers is not specifically about this YouTube channel. We have a website, we have a podcast network, we have a Twitch stream, we have social media groups all over the place. It's so much bigger than just me getting on here being an asshole. And so just remember, everybody at Geeks and Gamers does not agree with me. We have a wide range of opinions there. So when you send messages to our Facebook page, I don't run it. When you send messages to our Twitter page, Instagram, I don't run those pages. I have people that run those pages for me. So the best way to get in contact with me is to just hit me up on Twitter. That's about the best way you can do it. But that's not to say you can't message these pages. Just don't assume it's going to be me reading it. It's not. My team will pass the message along to me if it's something I need to read. But that's how it goes. I've gotten to the point where I don't even run my Geeks and Gamers email anymore because there's so many emails I couldn't keep up. So now I've given that task to one of our people at Geeks and Gamers to funnel through my emails, and then they will bring it to me if it's something I need to be aware of, because I just can't keep up with all of it. So let's see. I'm a proud critic of The Last Jedi, and I'll always love Star Wars. George Lucas Star Wars. Right there with you, bud. Right there with you. If I could take one game to a deserted island and play, what would it be? You guys, if you guys have followed me long enough, I think some of you are going to know the answer. If I could take one game to a deserted island, what would it be? I want to see who can answer that. Who's been following enough, who's been listening to me enough to know what's the one game I would take. Mario Kart. There you go. It's always Mario Kart. Although Titanfall 2 is up there, but it's always Mario Kart. Mario Kart is always the answer. Now, I love me some Titanfall 2. Love Titanfall 2. Massive Titanfall fan. But it's Mario Kart, and it will always be Mario Kart. So, no doubt about that. All right, so cool. A lot of you have been watching and listening, and I appreciate that. So, Joseph Butler, like you as a person. Jeremy, keep up the great work. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Jeremy, do you think Netflix has been pushing an agenda on its viewers, or am I looking too into it? No, I do think that they have subtly been pushing an agenda. So, even with Lost in Space, I watched Lost in Space, loved Lost in Space, but there were clearly some subtle agendas being pushed in Lost in Space. And that's fine. I can deal with it as long as it's not shoved into something and ruining a story. And I was able to enjoy Lost in Space despite the subtle agenda stuff. So, yes, that is, you're not looking too far into it in my opinion. How old am I? I've said how old I am before. How old do you think I am? That'll be the question. How old do you think I am? I'm just waiting to see. I am 39. Yes, I'm 39. I'm not quite 900, but and most people think I'm younger, but I'm not. I'm 39. I'm an old geezer. Social Security's about to kick in. It's downhill from here. There's nothing left. There's nothing good left in life. Well, I live in Florida, so I still have the beach, and I have fishing this summer, golf this summer, so I can't wait. So let's see. Marco C says you're still looking good, bro. No homo. Thank you for the no homo part. I appreciate you confirming that. Jeremy, will you ever come to London? I will. I'm not a big fan of flying. I have a phobia of flying because I'm a control freak, and I don't feel that I'm in control if I'm ever in an airplane. But as the YouTube channel continues to grow, as the brand continues to grow in Geeks and Gamers, as opportunities continue to be offered to me, that is definitely something that I would be open to for sure. So let's see here. What's up, Stephanie? My homegirl, Stephanie. Let's see. I've been deep sea fishing outside of Miami. It was amazing. Yes, deep sea fishing is amazing. And one thing about deep sea fishing that's cool is there's no cell phone reception. So I can't be sunk into the internet like I am literally every day of my life. So you go deep sea fishing, nothing, you turn the world off and you're just out there just having fun, and it's great. It's a great time. So how will you react if they make Lando bisexual? Oh, I will have plenty to say about that. But I already know the answer, but we shall see. Let's see. Let's see. Cell phone reception next year, 20 miles offshore, all of Florida. I've been 30 miles offshore, and I did not have any reception, and it was great. So I would love to go fishing in Alaska. I would love to. Let's see. All right, Jeremy, about your sports channel, where you review some of the world competitions taking place, or are you just going to talk about NFL and NBA? So I'm only going to talk about what I have interest in and knowledge in, and that's mainly the NBA and the NFL, college football, college basketball, PGA Tour golf. That's pretty much the extent of my sports knowledge that I follow. But like I said many times, Anna, that Star Wars girl, she's a big soccer fan. And so she and I are talking about having her come over to the sports channel, Sports Wars channel also, to cover World Cup, things of that nature. So again, I'm not somebody that's going to BS you and just try to tell you, I can talk about anything. If I don't know something, I'm going to tell you. But that doesn't mean we don't have people that are on the team. And Anna is officially on the Geeks and Gamers team, and so working on getting Anna over there for that. So yeah, we're gonna try to cover more than just football and basketball. So soccer, surely you mean football. Oh, I know you guys are gonna come after me for that one. Have I asked Anna? And no, and I'm not. That's not. No, I'm married. She's not. She is in a relationship. So no, that's not happening. So, I know the answer to Lando. I do too. Great. You need football. More. You need football and sports wars. We have football. NFL football. I know. Let's see. Lando. Let's see. Would I ever do a Knights of the Old Republic stream? Absolutely, I would. Jim Moses, you're never going to get her number, dude. And anybody who goes on social media and begs for a girl's number, you're not gonna get it. So I would suggest just continue to beat off to porn, because that's about as close as you're gonna get. Let's see. I will be doing live videos every day, or at least Monday through Friday. So definitely. All right. Were there any Ahsoka moments you did not like in the Clone Wars? Not really. I didn't like the Clone Wars movie, though. The Clone Wars movie was kind of boring to me, and I have watched it after the fact. And so, yeah. I don't know, but seriously, guys, like, if you guys start with all these disrespectful comments about Anna or any of the other girls or females on the Geeks and Gamers team, I'm just gonna ban you and move on. I'm not here to play that shit. So Anna is here because she's knowledgeable, and she's someone that I feel like I can trust, and she brings a certain dynamic to the team. And so let's keep it specific to that. If you take it to other places, I'll just get rid of you, and we will all be happier. So let's stay on point around here, okay? Let's see here. Again, not gonna touch the Solo spoilers or the potential spoilers, just because I respect the fact that there are people gonna watch this live stream that want to see the movie and not be spoiled. So I try to respect that fact, even though lots of people will sit there and say that I'm just here to ruin the experience for everyone. Respect women, exactly. Respect women. Let's see. Yes, I am apparently I'm an alt-right Nazi, and because the Last Jedi haters all hate women. That is true. I do want you to respect women. Let's see. All right, let me try to read some of this. All right, we're gonna wrap this up soon because I've got to go get something to eat. Jeremy, are you uncomfortable with how much of the entertainment industry Disney has their hands in? I can't help but feel uneasy and worry about the future. There was once upon a time where I did not feel uncomfortable with this, and I am starting to feel uncomfortable about it now based on how they are continuing to push their agenda into things. Again, and I'm going to sound like a broken record, but this is why it's so important to vote with our wallets with the current Star Wars situation that's going on. If they are successful in what they are doing, then we can expect this type of stuff to continue to bleed over into other films and other film properties. So if Star Wars is successful doing it, they're going to use that as a platform to push it into other movies and things of that nature. This is so important. That's why I am sticking to my guns and not seeing Solo for my own personal reasons. So, all right. Geeks and Gamers is one of the best channels out there, or Star Wars channels out there. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Who is the worst offender among the Disney shills? Man, that's a good question. I don't really want to get into naming names right now. You guys all know who the typicals are. I'm trying to move past this YouTube drama because, again, it's kind of like that whole saying that basically they're trying to drag other people into the mud because they are struggling to continue to grow their channels. And I made my statement to one of them. We got that cleared up in private, and so I just want to move past naming them because they need to remain nameless. And if you go to Social Blade, you can look at some of their numbers versus looking at Geeks and Gamers numbers and EVS's numbers and World Class Bullshitters numbers and all these other channels. There's a reason why they're pissed at us. And it's because their numbers are not growing at the rate ours are. And I don't think that continuing to name them is helpful. I think just continuing to ignore them is the method I want to go. Let's see here. Yeah, you guys know all the names. There's no need for me to have to say it. Uncle Ethan, you and Uncle Ethan rock. Thanks for all the hard work you put into your videos. Thank you so much. Is Uncle Ethan here? I don't think Uncle Ethan is in this chat thread. I'm sure he'll watch it at some point. Let's see. I don't know if Anna sells her art. I don't know if she's still watching, but you can definitely hit her up about that. She was talking about it on her live stream yesterday. So, yeah, I've unsubbed to almost all of those channels. I even realized I was still subbed to some of those channels, and I was just like, man, I don't want to see this nonsense in my feed anymore. And it's really hurt my opinion of them because I used to be huge fans of them. What phone do I have? I have a Note 8. And I also have a Google Pixel Pixel 2 that I'm recording this on. But let's see. And I'm a massive Note fan. Note I've had a Note since the Note 2. I will always have a Samsung Note. Galaxy Note is the best phone, hands down, in my opinion, and it's not even close. Michael Hand said, how do you stay so fit eating at Denny's? I have no idea how, and I'm not saying I'm fit, by the way. But I have no idea how I don't weigh like 300 pounds with my diet. I'm a very active person. I'm always on the go. So I've always had a high metabolism, I guess. But I don't eat very well. I eat better than I used to, but it's still not good. So I don't know how I'm not like 400 pounds. I really don't. So I'm just lucky. So let's see here. Favorite Ahsoka moment, I've said it many times, but yeah, just the arc for Ahsoka in Season 5 is incredible, and it's emotional for me. It's one of the most emotional moments in Star Wars. I'm not going to specifically say what it is because some people still haven't seen it, but the Season 5 arc, specifically there's a moment with her and Anakin where Anakin confronts her when she is on the run, I guess I can say that, and she and Anakin have this insane emotional moment, and then she decides to go off on her own. So good, so good. That's easily my favorite. So I don't watch Jedi Council anymore. I used to, but I just can't deal with it anymore. I really can't. So all right, 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes and I'm gonna have to jump off here. We've been on for about an hour and 20 minutes, so 5 more minutes. Now again, every day 1 p.m. I'm gonna be doing these live streams. Sometimes I might be on the road, sometimes I might be you know, doing some other things, but I will go live every day at 1 as long as my reception permits it. So, because I plan on doing a lot of traveling on the next in the next month, so some of these live streams will be me on the road. So I hope you guys are gonna enjoy that and tune in. So do you believe pineapple belongs on pizza? I do not, but I'm a simple guy. I'm a simple guy. Pepperoni pizza, and I'm good. Now, I occasionally put some sausage on my pizza, occasionally some bacon, but that's about the extent of it. So, let's see. What is your favorite villain of all time? Heath Ledger's Joker. Heath Ledger's Joker will never be topped in my opinion. Best villain ever. Is hot dog a sandwich? I've heard this question posed before. Is hot dog a sandwich? Jeremy, this has been an absolute pleasure. Please keep doing what you do. Geeks and Gamers rocks. Thank you so much for that. Hot dog a sandwich. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. It's a meat and it's in between bread. That classifies it as a sandwich, so I'm going with it. Jeremy, have I seen Inception? Have I seen Inception? I worship Christopher Nolan, literally. So I have seen Inception, one of my top 10 favorite films of all time. Christopher Nolan is a legitimate genius. So, let's see here. Is cereal a soup? Well, not for me, because I eat cereal dry. So I don't even eat it with milk. I drink the milk, but I eat the cereal dry, and Apple Jacks is the best cereal, and that's just something you're going to have to accept right now. Apple Jacks is the best cereal, followed closely by Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops with marshmallows is right there too. So Apple Jacks, Fruit Loops with marshmallows, boom. That's a win right there. So Christopher Nolan is not extremely overrated. Christopher Nolan is underrated. He still doesn't get the due that he deserves. That's how great this man is. Let's see. Fruit Loops are not overrated, Thomas Gilkey. I love you, buddy, but Fruit Loops are not overrated, especially... You know what? I'm going to go buy some Fruit Loops right now just because I'm talking about it. Fruit Loops with marshmallows, heaven on earth. So... People put milk on cereal, I put liquor on mine. Oh, man. Alright, I'm fixing not to bounce off here, you guys. I'm trying to... You guys are flooding me. You know how I like it. You know, flood me. Where are you watching from as I bounce off of here? Flood me. Hit me with it. Where are you watching from? If there's super chats that come in, I will get to them, I promise. I will any super chats, I will address them on the next live stream as I start. So, where are you watching from? England, London, Denmark, Australia, UK, Tampa, second floor, Wisconsin, New Jersey, Texas, Arkansas, Iran, France, Germany, Brazil, Denmark, Calgary, Canada, Pennsylvania, Sweden, holy shit, Outer Rim, Canada, Malaysia, London, Switzerland, Washington State, I can't even keep up. Alaska, London, bathroom, mom's basement, Russia, Hoth, London, Tennessee, your mom's house, Florida near Disney, you lucky SOB, Norway, Puerto Rico, Brussels, Pluto, Uranus, Texas, London, Rocky Mountain High, Mexico, Alberta, Canada, Kansas City, Wakanda, China, Delaware, the Phantom Zone, Hoth, Modesto, London, behind you, Mexico City, China, Coruscant, Ireland, Miami, Smurfland, Mars, Thailand, man, St. Louis. All right, I love you all. I will see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. You guys have a great day. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Let's go, California. All right, you guys have a great day. Be safe. Be well. May the force be with you.